Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Eagles going up against the Giants. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium. It's a snowy one in the tri-state area as we bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Giants are going to get a first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a little 360. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Back to throw. Finding time. All kinds of time. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. 64 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you have that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first-half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books here the opening weekend of the NFC playoffs. 7-3 the score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. To throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. And now they're in a hurry-up. They'll set up to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
3 yards left to grab here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Giants have done a good job today stepping up, and they lead after 2. The Eagles really looked great last week, but it hasn't been so easy for them in this one. All right, let's roll the highlights. Midway through the first quarter, the pass complete out of the gun, and he's going to go 64 yards for the score. The Giants go up by 4. First and 10, they're going to come away with another sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. Giants with the ball midway through the second. They'll go with the run here, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Giants push their lead to 11. Giants line up at the 8. The completion will be made on the slant, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. Giants go up by 18. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio.